Welcome back on the Smithie D, and today we're going to speak about some arena and what tips I could give to try and help you build that more close to an ultimate squad. So at the minute I'm running an Anakin lead. He's not the strongest, but to me I find him fun to use. He's one of them characters that he's just straight off the bat. I find him awesome. The rework they did to him has made him very good and nice to use, but not everybody has an Anakin. There's a squad that I find viable is Johnny. This is ultimately the old squad I used to use with Ben lead with Han, and it's nice to see that we still have Ben leads, hanging around, because CG can try and kill off that meta with changing it, but it's still viable with mods. So I'm just going to quickly show you about what he's done. So you can see there's straight away in the top 20. There's 4 Ben leads, and pretty much most of them are up a far away. So, right, so we'll go on to him now. We're going to have a battle with him, but I want to show you the secret to this kind of Han squad, Han, Ben, Han, is pretty much it's hand speed. This, I would advise anybody that's going to be doing up or sticking to this squad, if you're free to pay, or even if you're playing, you like to use Ben still. This is the viable option, you've got speed. Straight away, you want to have some speed on your hand like he's done. Let's have a look at his mods, Oops, sorry about that. So protection, fantastic. I would do the same thing right there. Just put some protection there. I would go with protection on this again. That is what I would go. I wouldn't use health, but maybe he hasn't got that mod, Defense, you'd have to go to fantastic. He's got some speed on there on that defense mod. Again, this I would go with protection. This would have to be offense. I'll try and get a mod that has some speed in it, and this one would be the 30 speed. That is what I'd go for all day long, And then following that, if we were going to look at his Ben. So his Ben, pretty much, let's have a look. The stat wise, he's got some good protection. He's put some protection on this, and he's put some extra speed, which is fantastic. I wouldn't put that on Ben personally. I think that's pretty much a waste on a character like Ben when you probably want Ben to be killed, if anything. So that straight there, I'd either go with speed, most likely speed. I'd go again, protection or tenacity. Protection there. That would be defense. And definitely protection there. So he's a little bit away from having that ultimate squad. When I say an ultimate squad, I mean that it's very good on the defense. There's other teams that are great on the defense, like Rebel teams, but it's controlled by the AI. But a lot of Rebel teams are from kind of like RNG. This pretty much is going to happen the same consistently over and over and over again. Straight away, Han is going to be one of the first to go. There's going to be characters out there, possibly Anakin. There is always, it depends how someone builds their squad. Rey's going to go first if they've put speed. It just depends on what their squad's built up. But how it's going to work, Han's going to be one of the first to go. He's going to then completely buff his entire team with TM. This can also be done. You don't have to have Han. You could straight away do this with Phasma. Straight away go with a 40% TM. Get her up to 190 speed. You could then put some speed on Ben, put some speed on Han, So you're having this kind of combo that's like bam, bam, bam. So we're going to go in and attack him. I could possibly lose. This is a very good squad as it is, and it is completely sometimes down to RNG. I have more of an attacking team. I do have Smithie, and I do have RG. So I kind of have a hybrid defense to an attack. I've got my Anakin, I've got my Rey, I've got my support from Qui-Gon. Then I've also got support / Torrenta of the Smithie, and then I've got RG that's going to sit there and he's going to help protect my team. So let's go in. He's straight away, his hand's gonna go off, that's straight away it's gonna happen. I'll probably get an attack with Rey first, and then it's about who would I hit in this. it's a tough one because I'm not going to kill him. We're going to try and go straight for Han and just waste the move, see what happens. But see, exactly there, you know, that dodge there can make a difference. But the good thing there is Qui-Gon has attacked my my Rey, but the bad thing about this now is my Sun Fac's not going to be able to taunt. So I'm in a massive predicament here because I'm kind of stuck. I'm going to have to kill him. Right, so straight away I can dispel that. That's fantastic. I'm probably going to lose Rey, yep. So Anakin, move that out of the way. Anakin's going to go in. He hasn't got much to him, you know. He had defense, he had offense down put on him from Ben. This is where Ben is, he is so good. Let's try and take Rey out. That's 17k. That's brilliant. Who do we want to stun? I would stun. Try. GS didn't work. That's shameful. Dodged. This is the dodge matter at its best. Wow. As you can see, this is how strong this squad works on defense. You know, let's see, he grew it back. It's game over for me. Game over. Literally, the AI just in this has completely wiped my squad out, you know, completely. But as you can see, exactly straight from here is, you know, he just literally destroyed me. He's like, haven't even been able to take one of these persons down because of the whole combo with Ben and Han having that extra speed to taunt straight away. So what we're going to do, I'm going to pause the video, I'm going to come back, we're going to have another go at this guy, my payout soon, but we'll get past him, then we'll go after number 1, you know, we've got 4 more battles left, you know, so I can use them if we lose again, so let's see how it goes. Right, we're back again. Right, so, as you've seen, I took a big kind of ass whooping to this squad, so now I'm going to show you how to beat this squad. So straight away, we already know his Han is speedy. You know, he's not your normal average Han. So we're going to take out the Qui-Gon, you know. And who are we going to bring in as Qui-Gon's sub? Maybe Yoda? Why would I bring Yoda in? Straight away, my Yoda, I've just made boys while we're sitting there. Waiting for the countdown. I'll give Yoda 199 speed. Okay, I don't need Qui-Gon lead. Straight away, you know, I'm gonna do some battle meditation. What's that gonna do? That's gonna stop anything happening to my squad from Ben. So Ben is just gonna fail against my squad, which I really want him to. So we're gonna put this to the test. You know, I'm quite confident that I'm gonna be able to do this, strike, and then I'll be able to then kind of like taunt up some fact. But let's have a look, you know, let's try this. It's good to move your mods around until you find the perfect character. You know, if it does cost 24k to move it, you know, sometimes it's worth it, especially in a galactic war. So straight away, I reckon we're gonna go for some Qui-Gon. Just you can do that if you like. Ooh, still got some power there. Resisted, as you can see. Let's put some defense up. Don't really need that, so that can go like that. Let's taunt. Thank you. Right, let's go to work. I'm surprised he hasn't, he didn't attack Hannah counter for after that barrage. You know, are we going to have to kill him ourselves? That's good. He hasn't even countered. Well. Come on. Normally he would counter and dispel. But it's not the end of the world. Ooh, yeah. Should we go for the stun on Ray? Oh, it's just speed down. That's good. She won't be as powerful, but we're going to go for let's have a look. Oh, he dodged it. Again, he's dodged. But you can still see this is a strong team. I was banking on Sunfac doing some counter to hand, but it didn't really work. Dodged. I hate the dodge meta these days. It's just ridiculous the amount they dodge. Yeah. Eat mine. You can have that. But as you can see, it's a lot tons of the tables right now. Come on. Wow. This is supposed to be 15%. I understand Ben's got some evasion up on that, but the amount they actually dodge is ridiculous. Thank you. So as you can see, we pretty much were guaranteed to win there. There shouldn't really be any reason, once Ben is kind of taken out of the situation, that we should lose. I wouldn't suggest using Yoda on defense because he doesn't kind of work as well. We're going to go after number 1 after this. One of my friends that we speak regarding shards and everything and help each other out in the shard, and that's AK. But I'm just going to have a look at that and I'll be right back. So while we're waiting for the time to go down, let's jump in and have a look at some characters, you know, especially for the newer guys coming to the game, you know, who to farm, not to farm, you know. Anakin is great. I wouldn't build a squad around him from the straight, you know. Ben is still a safe bet, you know, Leader Ben and Han Solo. You need to really have them as combo. You can work it off. For example, you could have Phasma, Ben, RG. May not work as well, but like I was saying before, you know, you could always put some speed up on Phasma, get her to pretty much go first and give her the whole team pretty much TM up. You know, she has a move where she's going to give 40% extra and or she's going to give guaranteed crit. You know, that would be fantastic. There's also droid squads. Droids are pretty safe at the moment as long as you can get the Jawa, and I believe engineer. So as long as you can get him, you know, let's have a look. I haven't really got him that leveled at the minute, but if you're gonna go hashtag droid life, as one of my guild members calls it, yeah, you're gonna need Jawa engineer. You know, he's pretty much gonna gain speed from every living droid. He's then gonna do what Phasma does. You know, pretty much the same. It's gonna do TM up, you know, and put speed up on them, which is fantastic, you know, for a droid squad. You could use Phasma if you wanted to. That would be even as good. You know, you're going to get crit up as well. A guaranteed crit for these droids, you know, and then they're going to feed off the crit. So there's multiple ways you can build that. Rebels, you know, if you're going to go Rebels, then it's probably going to have to be Akbar, you know. You're probably better off doing a hybrid squad instead of doing a full Rebel, where we're talking, you know, you're going to put crit mods on Leia, you're going to put Akbar lead, Leia, Rey, RG, for example, you know, that kind of combo. You know, you only really want the 2 Rebels in there, so you're guaranteed off Akbar, you know, that it's Leia that's going to get the attack straight away, get the TM. you know, anything like that, she straight away goes into stealth, gives him TM, you know, then feeds Ray, depending on what speed you've got on them, you know, if you want them quite speedy. It's nothing wrong with having speed. I wouldn't really farm the speed mods and such that are the speed type, because it's an extra, what, 10%, but I would definitely put that extra 30, you know, on there, and where speed I can possible. Other teams, Daka's very good. Old Daka, you know, if you want to build an underdog team or a team that does stuns, you know, put some speed on her, put some potency, and she will stun. Kylo Ren is not really viable at the moment, not even on the first order squad, you know. He's not whatever, he's not an Anakin, put it that way, you know. At the end of the day, him and Anakin are pretty much similar in the tank-based department, you know, but Anakin hits a lot harder than Kylo Ren, so I would always want to go with Anakin over Lando's a very good choice, you know, if you wanted to build a team where you've got Anakin, Lando. You could even build another Rebel squad, you know, don't mean that you have to have 2 Rebels, you could do a full Rebel squad. You can have Lando in there and feed off Akbar in there. There's possibilities at the minute, you know. You could go Ewok, you could do Tebow, just don't put any Torrenters in. You don't need a Torrenter if you've got Tebow with stealth and giving the whole team stealth. It's just waste. You'll just waste your taunts, and it's not really worth it. You just want pure attackers if you're going to do that. RG, if you haven't farmed him already, then you should farm him. He's great for Galactic War, and he's also used a lot in the arena. Sunfuck, he's more of the payable. You can get him from shipments for crystals. It's going to be a while until he's going to be free to play. You know, you've got Rex, you've got Tusken Shaman before that. Qui-Gon Jinn, everybody's favourite, you know, all round, he's like a Ray. Everyone pretty much has him in their squad. He does Dispel, you know, he does a lot of things. He's great for raids, you know, Tebow's great for raids, Ewok Elder, Jawas are probably going to be the new thing for raids. Also, if you also have not farmed, I would probably say is Eve Koth, you know. He seems quite powerful when it comes to droids, you know, and this new raid's going to be based on droids. If we just have a look at that, you know, he's going to deal special damage to target enemy with 75% chance to stun and 100% chance to inflict ability block for 3 turns if target is a droid. Okay, so that's 100% guaranteed. You know, anti-droid right there, crit chance, you know. Definitely, if you haven't got him, I would probably get the shards for him, keep him aside if you don't want to gear and waste your gear. You know, I could be wrong, but I could be right, and it's going to give you a head start over a lot of players getting those 6 and 7 star mods if you've got the characters. Right, so what's going on with these little updates today? I don't know where it's come from. I haven't had a client restart. Maybe it's just I'm too far away from my router. Right, so let's go in. So this is going to be the last battle that we're going to do unless I lose. We're going to put Qui-Gon back in for now. We're going to battle this out, go in, see how it goes. And I hope this has give you some insight, really what to do with your mods, what characters to farm if you haven't farmed them, you know. There are kind of like endless possibilities. Ooh, right, so straight away I want to go a bit with Foresight straight on my Ray. So Qui-Gon, because the AI is quite dumb, that he'll just try and dispel it like that. So now it gives me the advantage straight away with Sunfuck. So now straight away, yeah, I didn't stun him, but I'd want to stun him so he can't do his intensity up. But we're going to try and kill Anakin first. That is pretty much where we want to go with this. We don't want to keep Anakin alive because stuff like that happens. Mine just was not as powerful. Oh, he dodged. So resisted. Ooh. Oh, not good. He does have a powerful team. Alright, let's get some defense out. Yep. That sucks. Right, where are we going with this? Nice. I'm gonna go Qui-Gon. Yeah, we could pull this back. Go Qui-Gon, and then come back for him. Yep. And now we're gonna go for Rey. So now she's got nothing really. Oh, that hurt. Let's go. Yes. Well, this is the power of Anakin. My Anakin's not even that full done to the max that I want him to be done. But that is right there, just literally how good he is, you know, especially against the AI. You know, hopefully one day they'll bring out turn-based combat where it's real time. So I'm number 1 at the minute, payout in 21 minutes, you know, I'm going to get number 1. But the same is, you know, you've got to build the right squad straight from, you got to know where you're going with your squad at the end of the day. What you're doing with it. You don't want to just farm someone for the sake of you like that character. This isn't that sort of game where Darth Sidious is the most powerfulest or Yoda's the most powerfulest. It will change who is powered and who's not, and in a month's time it won't be Anakin, it'll be somebody else, and it'll probably be some new character. Maybe Jedi Luke, he's probably not going to be out for a while, but who knows. You know, there will always be a new meta. I wouldn't say Anakin is the meta at the minute. I would say that you could still use Ben. I think Dooku is very good. You know, that's a very good lead versus Jedi squads. Anakin's a Jedi, so he's very good. But on defense, he's he can be manipulated by taunters very easily, especially Han, to get more TM for the team. Same as 5s, I wouldn't really advise using 5s in the arena, because against taunters like Han, he's just going to give the team lots of TM, and you're just going to get lots of attacks. But yeah, hopefully this video has helped you have more insight on some characters. And yeah, if you need anything, my line ID is the Smithie D, so it's THESMITHIED, so that's the full my line ID. So if you ever want to chat, just hook me up. You know, if you like this video, please hit a like. You know, I want to keep creating these videos. You know, if you keep watching, I'll keep making. And yeah, subscribe if you want, and I'll release more helpful videos. Thank you.